Good morning, scholars. We are going to learn how to use Google Slides today. So when you are logged onto your Chromebook or your device, make sure that you are logged into your school Google account. This here, when you hover over it, it should say your name with your school email address. If it doesn't, you click on that and you're going to add that account there. Once you're in your own Google account, you are going to click the waffle menu and find the slides icon. Click the slides icon, and then you're going to choose the blank slide. You can see all the stuff I've been working on down here in slides. You're going to click blank slide, and here is my blank slide. So I'm going to close themes for now. We're not going to work on that. We are going to work on the basics, and then I will show you how you can go through and spice up your presentation. So it says click here to add title, so I'm just going to do that. I'm going to click in there, and then I'm going to type the title of my presentation, which this time is Example by Mrs. Wallace. Look out of there, and it looks like that. There's no lines around it. I can put lines around it. We'll get to that later. I don't want this. I don't want a subtitle. So I'm going to get the blue box, and when I have 4 crosses around it, I click on it, and I can delete that box so it's gone. I no longer have that text box. When I'm working on Google Slides, if I want to write something, I have to make sure that I have a text box. So see up here, I want to give this title. If I've already written a title in the title box, I just click up there, it's going to name that. So when I want to work on it later, I can find it because I know it's called Example by Mrs. Wallace. You know what I didn't do? I should have the date in my title slide. So I'm going to add a text box. I got rid of one, but I need to bring it back. To add a text box, I click on this right here. It says text box. I'm going to click on it, and then I have my little cross. I'm going to come down here and space it out where I want it. And I'm going to add the date here. And the date, let's say, is August 10th, 2020. And I'm going to add it there, and I want it a little bit bigger. So I'm going to highlight it blue and come up here to my fonts and just click it till I want it. So that's how I make my font bigger. I also want it to be in the middle. I don't want to space. That's not going to do it for me. So I'm going to come here, and if I click this, there's my middle. And it sets it in the middle for me without me having to do space. Will mess up your presentation. So now I'm done with the slide for now because I'll come back and make it fancy later. So I need to add a new slide for the next part of my presentation. So I'm going to come up here, press this plus. There's all the different layouts I could choose if I want. I personally like to start with a blank one so I can do what I want with it. So I added a new slide, and on this slide I want to put a picture. So I am going to go to here. There's insert image here. There's also insert image, text box, and all the other things I could insert if I want to. So I'm going to insert an image, and I'm going to search the web. Comes here on the side, and I want to put a picture of some daisies. So there are some beautiful pictures. I find the one that I want. I can scroll down. I like this one with the sunshine on it. I click it, and I can click insert. And there it is. So that's the size it comes in. If it's too big, I come down here to the corner. Always size it from the corners first. Come down here from the corner, click it, get that little, and I can make it smaller, or I can make it bigger. When you size it from the corner, it keeps the ratio of the picture correct. If I size it from the sides, it distorts the way that the picture looks. So what happens if I distort it from the side and I go, oh, no, that's not what I wanted? Guess what? I can click on that, I can delete it, and I can go back and do it again. Look, it's right there, I just searched it. So I click it again, and I can insert it again. And this time I know if I want to change the side, I should do it in the corner. So that's how we add a picture and shape it. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, and I'm gonna put it here in the middle. Okay, so now I want to add something behind it. So I'm going to add a shape. It's here. It's also here. Insert shape. I'm gonna put like a rounded corner behind it. So I click that and I drag it to the size I want. But now it's covering my image. So I'm going to right click, do order, and I'm going to send it backwards. So now my picture has a background. I can also color that. Okay, and there we go. So I've given you a lot of information on this, and it's not everything about Google Slides yet, but I'm going to show you one more thing because everybody likes to do this, and that is add a background. So I'm going to click here, change background. I can do it just by a color if I want, or I can choose an image, and again I can do a Google image search, and let's say I want the sky behind it. So let's see. Okay, maybe not sky. Oh, why did that come up with sky Fortnite? You guys like that. Clouds. Here we go. I'm gonna put this as the background to my presentation. I want to add it to the theme if I want all my slides to have that background. If I just want one, don't add it to the theme. You can see over here that now I have my slides may all have that same cloud picture in the back. Don't add it to the theme if you just want one slide with that background. One more thing before we go. This slide, oops, I wanted it to come first. I can come over here and I can move them around and change the order of those slides. So this video will be available to you guys when you need it. So if you forget how to do something, you can go back and rewatch the video. Thank you.